without context, all you see on the video is one man holding a weapon at a proned out other man, and of course that can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, depending on who's viewing this as they're driving by. So apparently, what had happened was the individual with the weapon had observed a hit and run accident, and he had, after watching a pedestrian be struck, and the guy on the ground was apparently operating the car, he put his car in front of the suspect vehicle, if you will, and took the guy out at gunpoint, proned him out, and detained him for police. Now, is he within his legal rights to do that? And the answer to that is probably yes, because it's a felony crime what he observed, and he intervened on behalf of that victim and detained the individual for police. However, I'm going to advise against doing that for a lot of different reasons. The best thing to do would be to get on 911 and follow the guy and let the police handle it, because this situation could have gone bad for him in a couple different ways. One is a passing police officer or another citizen even who was armed could have mistaken his action for something where this guy who's on the ground suddenly becomes the victim, and then action is taken against the guy, the good citizen with the weapon. So that's one thing. The other thing is he puts himself into great jeopardy by approaching an individual that he knows nothing about, and that individual could have been armed. This could have led to some really serious ramifications. So while I applaud his civic mindedness, I truly do, and his courage, I applaud him for that as well. For other people that get into a situation like this, be a good witness. Even an off-duty police officer, that's what they're told to do as well. That if you don't have any way to communicate, that is, you don't have a radio, you're not in uniform, no one knows who you are, be a good witness and assist the police by either following, getting a license plate, things like that.
Yeah. Is it you said that's not advisable, of course. Is there greater consequences if people start doing vigilante justice like this? It's kind of like, do the ends justify the means, right?
Well, I would hardly refer to this as vigilante justice. I would say that this was someone who had the best intentions, that saw something as devastating as watching an individual get struck by a vehicle, and then instead of complying with the law as they are required to, sees this individual attempt to escape from it and gets involved. I am all for getting involved. I just, there needs to be a common sense approach to this and a realization of potential consequences.
Yeah, not vigilante justice, maybe just vigilante action, like a citizen's arrest, basically.
Well, I mean, you know, the law enforcement really relies on citizens becoming involved, because without citizens' involvement, nothing could ever get solved. It's just the involvement when you place your own life in jeopardy to assist the police is not something that law enforcement encourages.